So today we visited the most famous American franchises in Mexico, and you'll be shocked to see the kind of food they serve here. Let's go into the first one. All right, so the first one we're gonna be checking out is the famous McDonald's. Let's go right in. All right, so our first stop was McDonald's, and I tried to search for something Mexican out of the ordinary, but as far as hamburgers, they didn't have any of that. So we just ordered the classic Big Mac, and it was 74 pesos, which would be around $3.50. Not sure how much is in the States, but let's unbox this baby, and let's see what we have here. Let's completely unwrap this. It obviously doesn't look as appetizing as the pictures would, you know, would depict it, but let's take the top part off, and this is the size of It's been a long time since I went to McDonald's, but okay. And then we got some sort of like cheese in there. We got some sort of pickles, lettuce, and on the top of the bun we don't have any mayo or anything like that, which is kind of odd. Usually I think they do. And then you definitely do get the double meat, but that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and try it. We're gonna see what's up. All right, that's the big bite right here. Okay.
Are you McLovin' it?
I am McLovin' it. To be honest, it's a pretty good burger, I'm not gonna lie. It's got really good flavor in it. It's got like onions on the bottom there. You can see a little close up. It's pretty good. I really didn't think it was gonna be that thin. Like, I mean, I got McRobbed up in this bitch. God damn. But I don't know if that's like that in the States. Pretty good. We're gonna moving on to the second one, which is gonna be a dessert place. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have seen it. Let's roll. All right, so after getting robbed in McDonald's, we got 1 gram of meat. We're moving on to one of the most famous American franchises, Krispy Kreme, all right? And they're loved for their donuts. And this one actually looks surprisingly better than what I expected. I've never been here. I've only been to this drive-thru, so we're gonna check what's inside. Yo, they got a football table. What the fuck? Let's go take a look at what's in the menu here. So we got our Krispy Kremes. It's kind of like the Oreo season, that's what they told us. Each donut is 32 pesos, which would be around $1.50, so not that expensive. We got a Oreo donut, and then a Charlie Brown one. Maybe because it's Christmas is coming, but grab the Charlie Brown one and I'll grab the Oreo shot so you guys can see. Wow, look at that. God, that looks amazing. Do the Charlie Brown one. Ooh. Spin it. Oh, yes, sir. That looks amazing. All right, we're gonna do a close-up first, and then I'll show you.
So that one has strawberry filling. Can you taste it?
Strawberry filling. Mine is kind of just like strawberry, a bunch of sugar, and I'm not sure about the dough. It's like chocolatey. What does yours taste like? That's like an apple like cinnamon.
It doesn't really taste like that. It tastes like it's just like frosting, like full of sugar. I don't know. It doesn't really taste. All right,
let's switch it up. We're gonna bite his eyebrows out. Oh, got a little thing in the middle. This one's kind of like an apple cake that ones that you get from McDonald's, but not as crunchy, obviously. A little sweet. What do you think about that one?
I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed too. I think they look a lot better than they taste.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but they're like dry to me. I don't know.
And doesn't the dough taste weird?
Yeah.
Like I don't
really taste. I don't know. It's weird.
Like look at the dough.
Out of 10.
Out of 10. Damn. I'm gonna give it like a 7 or a 6, something like that. They taste like donuts from like 7-Eleven, you know, the ones that you get at.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't been here in a while, but I remember they used to taste better. Maybe it's because like the glazed ones are the original ones. Maybe those are better.
Maybe the OG ones are better.
Yeah, these aren't that good. 6 out of 10 for me.
But now we're moving on to our next fast food place. We'll see you there. Moving on to our third place on the list is going to be Dairy Queen. So another one of the dessert places, but it may not be as familiar as you think. Let's go right into it. Now this one, oh my god, this one is on a little bit of the sketchier side of the city, right? Not the full hood, but not in the best location. Let's go. Let's see what they got in the menu. Whoa!
The Mexican music.
The Mexican. All right, we just ordered, but while we're ordering, take a look at the Mexican playground right over there. Yo. Alright, so I'm actually really happy with Dairy Queen because they actually did have quite a few things in the Mexican menu. So I'll show you the first one. It is called the Chilito Slush, and it's basically a mango slushy, right? But take a look at this. It is filled with chili on the inside. This is some sort of, I think it's called Miguelito. That's the most famous one. And it is kind of like sugary, salty as well. And we're gonna give it a taste. But yeah, that's definitely something you don't see in any other Dairy Queen. We're gonna go ahead and give it a try. Look at that. It kind of tastes like mango, obviously, but with a little bit of salty. A lot of people think that chili is kind of spicy, but usually the chilies that they put in these sort of things are a little bit in the salty side. So it's kind of like mango with a little bit of salt. And then we got our other blizzard here, obviously the famous checking that it doesn't fall, and it doesn't fall. And this one is also only here in Mexico, and it's called mazapan, which is a candy made out of peanuts. So it's a candy made out of peanuts. It's super sweet, kind of like Reese's, I would say. That would be the closest comparison. Do a what? Do a flip. Do a flip. Wow, the flavor is amazing. Dairy Queen, 10 out of 10. Best one so far. We're gonna go to the next one, Subway. All right, so I know we said Subway, but they had a little bit of issue with the bread, so now we're moving on to the next one, Burger King, the competition versus McDonald's, and we're gonna see what we find in there. Follow me. I don't know about this, Chuck. Burger King's packing. Who the fuck comes to Burger King at 9 at night on a Thursday? All right, so finally after like, what was it, 20 minutes, goddamn, I didn't think, for fast food it does take quite a bit of time. There was a lot of people, but it did take a little while. Now, we ordered kind of like the same thing as in McDonald's, which was the Whopper Junior here. So again, just like the most famous thing, because I didn't really see that many, you know, Mexican things. So let's unwrap this puppy right over here so you guys can see the Whopper Junior. All right, let's see if we get a little more meat than the other one. So let's do a little close up right here. Okay, this one looks a lot better, don't you think?
No.
What do you mean? Well, it's got a big tomato in there.
More onion than
big fat ass tomato in there. Let's take a look at the meat.
It's the same thing.
Compare the ticket.
It's like the same one.
Let's go ahead and taste it. Are y'all ready? Okay.
So Burger King or McDonald's?
Wow, Burger King by a million times. Like,
You know what they say, why dine with a clown when you can dine with a king?
This just has a lot more. I mean, look at that. You can really taste the tomato. It's got mayo in there. You can really taste the mayo a little bit better. Lettuce, the onions. The meat is still the same. Obviously, we saw it like super thin. But this was 44 pesos, which would be like $2. And this was the junior one. But flavor-wise, you get a lot more flavor from here. The other one was almost double the price. You could say it was bigger, but I think it was just the bread. We're gonna move on to Subway. We're moving on to our next one, Subway. And let me just tell you, we were parking the car and there were some unexpected things going on in the car in front of us. They were looking at us weird, we were looking at them weird. I don't know what they were doing in there, but it was inappropriate. But let's jump right into it. This Subway is actually in a gas station. There's quite a few like that in here. I think there's also like that in the States, where it's like a 7-Eleven combined with a Subway. So let's jump. Baby.
The smell.
The smell of the Subway is iconic. Take a look at what we got over there in the menu. All right, so they finally got all the bread all ready to go, and this is the one that we ordered. That was kind of like the most Mexican looking one, which is costillas spicy adobo, so ribs with some spicy stuff, and it does come with guac. Obviously, we have to order the guac if we're gonna order a Mexican Subway. So now let's do the unboxing and see how it looks. I think it looks a little less juicier as far as the ribs go, but it does come with the onions, it does come with the ribs. Again, at least we get a thick amount of meat, not like the McDonald's and Burger King. And then here we got the guac at the bottom. It's not that much guac, but it is there. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. And as far as the price goes, this 15-1 was 85 pesos, which would be about $4, 50 cents more than the one from McDonald's as well. So we're gonna go ahead and try it. It is a a little bit spicy. I'm not the biggest eater when it comes to spicy food. It does taste a little bit spicy. You can definitely taste the guac in there. It's pretty good. For the price difference, I would say that Subway is definitely a lot better. And I mean, you can get a little more healthier choice. I mean, look at the amount of vegetables that you get in there compared to only lettuce that we got in the McDonald's one. And you do get more meat. So I would say out of the 5, Subway would have to be the best one. We'll probably have to go to Dairy Queen, the second one, for the dessert. That was amazing in my opinion. Number 3, I probably have to go with the Burger King. Burger King tastes good, honestly. Number 4, we go McDonald's, and then number 5, Krispy Kreme, disappointed. I don't know if it was because we had to order the regular, but the other ones really did disappoint. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know down below in the comments, what other fast food do you guys have in your country that's weird from the States? And I'll see you all in the next one.